Hello, hello, hello.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we are having technical difficulties.
Well, as always, you know.
As
but
always.
It's the audio should be fine. The
It is
video
what
is
it is.
actually good as well. We're all good.
Hello.
The only thing I gotta do, or if you could do that, is to mute
Oh,
that
yeah,
computer.
sure. I can do that because you got Luna on your
yeah.
lap.
Today we have a very special guest, as you can see in the middle of the screen. Andreas is just going to mute the computer, which I forgot to mute. Don't even worry about it. Perfect. We're here. We're waiting. We're not waiting. You're not waiting. So, yeah, I don't have 2 minutes for a SoundCloud survey. I'm very sorry. Okay. Mishaal was saying, by the way, our guest today is Mishaal, as you can see in the middle, the man, the myth, the legend, the voice of the people, and
We are here.
Sorry, I had you muted. If you were saying something, Mishaal, say it again.
I just said thank you.
Oh, such a humble man.
Yeah, such a humble man.
So yeah, we have everything set up. Mishaal's a little bit choppy, but he has a shitty webcam, so don't worry about it. And we're all good. So yeah, Mishaal, hi. It's good to have you. It's been a while since we last spoke, but I've noticed that you've done some moves here and there. Sorry, I'm so sweaty. I've been running around setting up the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you want to play?
That's something Mishaal want to play.
Oh, we can do that in a bit. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
so
sure.
you have a few links. Oh, that's
Yeah,
good. That's great.
fucking awesome,
Oh, we
man.
can do that.
Yeah, just like background music for you guys.
Thank you so
Perfect.
much,
You
man.
can play it quietly. Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
you got it.
Yeah.
Just turn it down like 10%.
There we go.
That's good. So hi, everyone who has joined us today. Mishaal, that's an interesting story of us actually getting to know each other. I don't remember exactly how it happened. I remember that you were just, well, let's be real. No one knew you existed. No one knew you existed back in the day. There was a couple of people that were like, "Oh, there's this guy just recording some Instagram clips here and there," and make it a little bit more quiet, even more. So, and then I believe the first couple of songs. Luna, calm down, baby. The first couple of songs that I've heard from you were probably collaborations with Monty Data and maybe some other guys, maybe something with Matson and Tekoi, I believe. By the way, the things playing in the background, for anyone who's wondering, are Mishaal's unreleased songs. So here's the first time you can hear them. Probably he shared some snippets on his Instagram story, because I've seen the Instagram stories for Mishaal is something really interesting. He does like 100 of them every day. But yeah. So do you remember the circumstances when we met? Like what caused us to even connect? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was a fan of you guys, of Norbert, for a while, just like listening to like all that shit on YouTube. I was going through a really tough time too, and then I started putting out these like little like clips on Instagram, and I didn't want to show my face or anything. I didn't want to show who I was, and like no one knew me, just like how I didn't want anyone to. And yeah, man, people started taking it, and like it kind of happened out of nowhere. I think first it was Monty Data made that I Can't Help.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a Girl Holla I Love You song, and then he just
Monty.
took it and looped it.
2 million
And
views
that's how
on my channel with this one.
Holy smokes.
It's crazy.
It's got like 11 million views on Spotify.
Yeah.
fucking weird.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
And then after that, there was just people just started making more beats out of it, and then there was like this Russian guy.
Kina.
Pharaoh
Or Timmy's.
No. Kina, actually, the first song that I'm ever making with Kina is, I'm working on it right now, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shoot.
That's going to be
started working on the
huge.
song
I can
like that.
already
Is
tell
it?
you.
Oh,
That's
man.
going to be a huge song.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
One thing that I'm like super happy that I kind of attribute this the fact that bigger labels and bigger companies are starting to noticing you guys like Timmy's and Kina and you and Matson and
Oh, it's
Tekoi
because
and
of
all
you
of
guys,
these
mate.
I would say it's because of me,
Yeah,
College
dude.
Music, Bootleg
No,
Boy,
no, no.
Chilled Cow, all of these
Bro,
people.
all of these guys, all these channels, man. Like you're the dudes that found us. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
whole lo-fi community, the whole reason why it's even like existing and why
yeah.
it's even being found is because of channels like Nourish, Bootleg Boy, College Music,
Mm.
like all those motherfuckers. And like, thank you guys. Really. I say thank you on
So,
behalf of
so on
like,
one
I hope
hand, on
the
one
other
hand, I'm
guys.
like super happy that this is happening. On another hand, I'm sad because whenever something new from Kina and Mishaal is gonna come out, it's coming under Sony, and Sony is
Yeah.
like, "Fuck you guys, you can't upload this shit."
Yeah.
So I mean, it's good, it's great, but at the same time, like, I would love to share some of those songs, and every single one is gonna be like, "Hey, Sony, even if there's a number that exists for you to call, can I call you and like, can you let me actually upload this stuff?" I mean, it will be possible maybe if you ask them to clear me.
I can
But
do that for you. Yeah,
that,
dude.
that would be
I'll-
great.
I'll
I'll
do
be
that for
super
you.
down to
Yeah.
upload stuff. I'll be super
Oh.
down. Well, Kina is huge at this point,
Yeah.
and so I don't know if but phew.
I mean, I can ask him. He's a lovely guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would be totally down to upload some of this stuff, but it's very very much feels like an exclusive Sony thing, or like obviously like your videos, music videos, I wouldn't even want to re-upload them because like all the traffic should go to you with those. But some like lo-fi chill releases. My doggo is unhappy that she has to lay here. Some of like chill releases with Kina, with Monty Data, probably it's all gonna be indie because he's very indie, even though there's a lot of views under his releases. But I'm super down to upload stuff, but it's a bit tricky with those big labels like Sony Music Entertainment and stuff like that. But anyway, if at any point it's possible, send me your stuff. If you want me to upload it and you can clear me with Sony, that would be great, and I'm totally down.
Hell yeah.
I can get you guys with a number to call and shit. I don't know the logistics behind it, but I can try. And it's the least I can do. You guys fucking found me.
I mean, that is very admirable.
That would be very nice.
That would be very nice.
Anyway, here's a question that has been maybe not bothering me, but I've been thinking about this in the shower today. I think that you do realize that, and I think that you've moved past it. But I'm wondering what's your comment on this, and how do you feel about it? Because in the beginning, or even with like the new upload, or with like the old uploads that I put out, especially with Monty Dada and all of these like sad love tunes.
Yeah.
People have been en masse just calling you the second coming of Shiloh, the reincarnation of Shiloh, the Shiloh clone, the new Shiloh, the new version of Shiloh, and just everything Shiloh, right?
Oh man.
Which is understandable because you were singing a lot in falsetto in the beginning. But now I feel like even with I Don't Want to Wait for Summer, it's a completely different beast. Like you're singing with your own very chest voice, very well, you're not singing falsetto, that's for sure. And it doesn't sound that much or at all like what it used to back in the day when people were comparing you to the said artist who's gone from the spectrum of music completely. But how do you feel about it? And like, was that shaping you to move away from it? Did you not want to be compared, or did you want to be
Not
compared?
really. I mean, I was very flattered by it. I found out about Shiloh because of people comparing me to Shiloh, which was really nice because I loved her music.
Nice.
And like
It's fucking cool.
in the beginning, I just didn't want to show my face, and the reason why I sung in falsetto is because I was insecure about my chest voice, mate. Like it was just easier to sing it in falsetto.
Oh yeah, well,
But
falsetto,
then,
yeah.
like 100%, and you can do it quieter. No one has to fucking hear you when you're in your room, you know.
Yeah. True.
And that was like that's why I did it like that. But with the new stuff, I took like a break after releasing. What was the last song I released? I think it was Kid Goku. After releasing Kid Goku, I kind of just took a break of like pretty much a year. And during that break, I went to a studio for the first time, like a real studio. Before that, the only mic I would use was like, I don't have it right now, but it was just an Xbox microphone,
Oh
and
shit.
like, and
Yo,
I
I
love
that
it.
is
just connected
so
it to my
hard, dude.
PC. It had like a fucking like really like not a prop, like everything was broken pretty much. I have my broken guitar, which is still here. Now it's even more broken because of the video. But
That's
I didn't have
awesome, dude.
anything, dude. And then I went to the studio for the first time, and that's actually how the first label Connect found me as well. And like, I was like, I'm gonna take a break from this music stuff. I'm just gonna like go into a studio, and this was kind of like having. It was just like $30 for an hour. So I
Mm,
Yeah.
went there I booked for 1 hour because who the fuck has money to pay for hours in
Yeah,
a
yeah,
studio
yeah,
that's
right.
yeah.
$30 and
That's
it's
a
pretty
lot of money.
expensive. So I was just like, okay, I'll try 1 hour, see how it goes. So I go to the studio. I meet this awesome engineer called Greg,
Yeah.
and then fucking we just hit it off, man. We ended up staying there together until the next day, like 6
Whoa.
a.m. in the morning, just fucking
Oh
making songs
man.
and shit. And it felt like, if you have all these like ideas in your head of like paintings and shit,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
and like you finally get a paintbrush and a canvas, that's what
Oh
it felt
boy.
like to go to a studio for the first time.
That's
And then like
incredible. Wow.
by the end of it, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna pay for this. And after he was like, dude, don't worry about it. That's so much fun. And then like
Oh,
Oh, that's very
it,
what?
it
nice.
was
That is so
and then
cool.
the next day there was Rich the Kid was in the studio,
Mm-hmm.
and he had an A&R that was coming for his meeting, and it was like this dude from Republic Records called what was the fuck was his name? It was either like John or like something with a J, man. And I'm sorry, dude, if I forgot your name, but
It's okay.
something. It was like a year. It was like a year and a half ago, and it was like he was a really nice guy. And he was going towards the interview. Then he hears a song that's like on the side, like from a different room in the studio, like a different nook, which is where I was. I was in Studio B, which is like this crammed up little fucking room, which is me and Greg in there. And like you would try not to fart when you're in there because if you fart,
Oh
the
God.
whole room stinks up, man.
Oh Jesus.
So he passes by, he hears the song, and he stops, and he's like, "Fuck, what the hell is this?" So
Hmm.
he doesn't go to the meeting with Rich the Kid, and he stands instead. He goes into the room, and that's how we met for the first time. And through him, I think he talked about me, like when he went around to other people, and that's like how people in the industry started finding out about me. And it was
Wow.
all unreleased music. Like, they were like, my first actual proper meeting with an A&R was with Sylvia Rohn, who's the CEO of Epic Records. She
Okay.
heard this song, Mr. Mister, which is unreleased right now, but it's coming out on July 10th. And she was like, "Fuck this! I gotta go meet this kid." So she comes, and she flew. She was really sweet to do this. She flew from, I think it was Paris, and then she came and
What?
Yeah.
met with me. And then the next morning, Ferdy, who's the CEO of Columbia Records, met with me for breakfast the next morning. And that's like my first
Whoa.
experience, like having a meeting with like people in the industry, which is cool. And I still work with Ferdy now, which is really great. It's it's Sony RCA in the US and UK and Columbia in the UK. So it's like together
That's
for the
incredible.
project.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
And
huge, by the way.
That is huge.
that's how it like all started. And I'm really fucking grateful for that, man. It was really all luck, being in the right place at the right time, and
Yep.
Yeah.
just like, just don't be a dick.
Just happen.
If, as long as you're not a dick, I think it'll be
Yeah,
turning out
yeah, yeah.
okay.
You just have to be patient, I guess, and eventually it happens.
Yeah.
I think that the recipe for success, because I can call you successful. Like your releases are bringing in millions of views, and your videos are being clearly promoted by Sony. There's a lot of money put into that. I can see that. I
Yeah.
can see that. Keen eye can see that. But still, a lot of people. Are listening.
Oh,
and-
dude, the Kina thing. I got a bunch of fans to like tag him and shit, so that he would like see the song.
Say it again.
And
Sorry.
like I went on live, and after I was like, okay, guys, let's like fucking spam tag the hell out of Kina. And after they did, like 2,000 people just like fucking spamming his ass on the live, and it was really fun.
Oh yeah.
Something is happening on our end. You're cutting out a little bit. It's not too bad.
No, I think it's better now.
Oh shit.
No.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, okay. Wow, man. Holy smokes. That is crazy.
So yeah, from the second coming of Shiloh to a beautiful. I don't know. Your voice does sound unique, and it's I like that. Baby, why are you unhappy, little
Thanks,
puppy?
man.
uh, yeah, your voice does sound unique, and I love the feeling of the videos that they're a little bit like they feel self-made. Obviously, like some shots are very high quality, but the rest is just
Dude,
fun
they're
clips.
not. You know how I make all the videos?
I mean,
Like
like the
RCA doesn't
start,
help with
for
that
example,
really,
the
man.
start, the
They're
start of
like that's
I don't want to wait for summer, right?
just because I don't wait for summer, Arabian Nights. Friends we had that from this company called Tusk,
Okay.
and RCA showed them to us. They're really sweet for doing that. And like there are these two girls, and they just helped us with editing because my cousin was in quarantine at the time, and he's the one who does all the videos. His name is Sultan Tamar, and he was in quarantine in Saudi Arabia. So he had shitty ass internet, a computer that could barely handle all. Like he had to uninstall all his games so he could do this
Yo.
video.
Oh
Yeah, and then like
man.
'cause all the files were just fucked in that video.
Oh
Because
man.
what I did like to make the video was just like I asked a bunch of fans to like send in like videos of themselves with their friends like
Yeah.
before quarantine happened, so that we can all like reminisce together and shit.
Right.
And that was too many fucking videos, mate. We got 800 videos in the day that we like asked for
Holy.
the submissions
Yeah.
was fucked.
Crazy.
And we tried to fit in all of that together, so we had to send the files to them to help us edit it and shit. And they did
Oh
an
man.
amazing job. So
That's
thank you,
incredible.
Tusk Girls, if you're seeing this.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, all the videos I do just with just me and my cousin, a fucking camera and a cell phone. That's all
That's
What?
we're
very
doing.
nice. That's very well.
Awesome.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
beginning of I don't want to wait for summer feels like it's well, especially with the bed that's like falling behind you, so you look
Oh,
like you're
bro,
big.
that's not special effects. That's a real bed. We had the people, like, okay, so we got Sultan's friend and my friends to hold up the bed behind me. So I'm actually standing up, and then I was
Yeah,
shirtless and
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
standing
yeah.
up, so
Like
it looks
you
like,
can
and I
make it out
pretended
that
like
the
I was
bed.
sitting down, and like we pulled the bed sheets forward and shit, and then we just dropped the bed sheets down, so we give the illusion that I'm in bed, and then it like goes off,
Yeah, yeah,
But in
yeah.
reality, it's
That's what
Yo.
it
just like a
looks.
little simple illusion trick.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Awesome.
I've figured it out that's what's happened because like I wouldn't believe your hair just staying in the same exact spot for the whole time.
Nah, dude.
That would be impossible, obviously.
Mm.
But yeah, like it's cool. It's a cool trick. It's a cool concept. And plus, I love the song. It's very catchy, and there's a clearly
Thanks, man.
there's clearly a little bit of a poppy influence. Like you want more people to enjoy it, which is fine because not as
Oh,
many people.
dude, I gotta tell you something,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Go ahead.
The like, yeah, when I was growing up in Saudi, which is where I'm from Jeddah, Jeddah Air.
Yeah.
Hello, Allah, whoever's from Jeddah or Saudi at all, or the Middle East or Muslim. What's up, my dudes?
Hey.
But yeah, I didn't have iTunes growing up or any of that
Yeah.
shit. So what my family would do, we had these like compilation CDs of like best of Elvis or best of Michael Jackson or best of whatever the hell. So I grew up listening to only like singles. Like the first album I ever heard was actually in 2016,
Shit.
and it was Frank Ocean's Blonde, and that was like the first album that I ever heard in my life. And before that, the
Interesting.
only thing I heard really were these like singles from these like compilations of artists, like number ones of the 70s or some shit like that,
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I've always been like a huge fan of pop. Like my favorite artists are fucking Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, and like
Nice.
shit like that, man. I fucking love that shit, and K-pop too. I'm a huge fan of K-pop now.
Oh my
But that's like
gosh.
my jam, man. And that's like also why I was so happy to go to a studio because I can finally make that. I don't have my
Yeah.
shitty Xbox microphone and broken guitar, and like the only beats that I would get because the people that would sample my voice were lo-fi people. So the only beats I would get were lo-fi beats. So I was stuck doing lo-fi, even though like.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, the,
get
the,
that.
the new ones they still sound like Mishaal, but they have this. They're more easily approachable than a sad love song, because not everyone is gonna listen to a girl how I love you, I can't love myself sample all over and again with a sad lo-fi beat underneath it, which is great. I love the song, but obviously it's not for everyone. But the new ones kind of encapsulate your vibe and like the more approachable vibe that more people can resonate with. So I like that. It's
Thanks,
cool.
man.
I like that.
Thank you.
Let's Yeah, let's listen to a little bit to what's playing in the background because I'm actually
Okay.
curious. Just
You have to play it from the beginning. Oh, actually, I can tell you what song that's called Solaire. I can tell you a little bit about it before you play it, if you want.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so you guys know the game Dark Souls?
Oh man, yeah, dude. I know all about that game.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So there's this character in Dark Souls is called Solaire, and he's Solaire of a story. The fucker has nothing special to him, man. Like his armor is like pretty much garbage. Like it's the most average ass armor in the game. He
Yeah.
has like the weakest fucking powers and shit. His sword does nothing, and like at the same time, this guy, this fucking beast of a man, this legend, all he does in the game is help the character, help other people around him, and he's chasing the fucking sun. He's going to claim something which is almost unattainable.
Yeah.
And I thought of that, and I see the game, and I was playing it, and I think of the story, and I'm like, fuck, dude, this is some inspiring shit.
Yeah.
Because look, in a way, mate, in a way, we're all so there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because look at this. Like, if you really think about it, we're fucking, we use it on our phones and shit like that. And like, I don't know social media very well, and like, but from what I see, everybody has like these, like a lot of, not everybody, but a lot of people have these like perfect bodies photoshopped and all this shit to be perfect and amazing and all this shit. But that's not fucking reality. And like
No.
that's like how in Dark Souls, everywhere, everything around Solaire is like these like gods and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes people feel like they can't go and chase the sun. It makes people feel like they can't go and be this or do that or do this or do that. You can, and like I just want to say in the song that like you can.
Hell yeah.
And there were people that were gonna be telling you don't go chasing the sun so there, but they can go fucking fuck themselves. Solaire's gonna do it.
Nice.
Come on.
And you can too. Honestly, mate.
Hell
And then
yeah.
also there's a line in there which is like, I'm working hard on a Sunday, which is basically just work hard. And then I wear my crown underneath my vest, which is basically
Hey.
saying like I wear my crown underneath my vest. And a crown is something you hold with pride. It's a throne. But if you're wearing it underneath your vest, that's basically I'm telling you, do what you love, do what you're good at, be proud of it, but be humble while you're doing it.
Hey.
Like
Come on.
say
I love that.
say what you mean what you say, and don't be mean when you say it.
And I think we lost it. No, we didn't.
think we
It's all
did.
good.
We didn't?
No, it's all good.
Are we good?
I think so.
You guys got me?
No. Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
No, it's just Luna.
No,
he was
it's
letting
just-
Luna down.
Just the
So she
dog is
could,
going around.
Roam around a bit by herself.
That's all right.
But I'm gonna give her something to be busy with. 1 second.
Yeah. She's still a puppy, everybody, so she's gonna run around and do a bunch of stuff while we do this. And
Anyway, if you're down, Mishaal, to do a little bit of a small performance for us, because people are waiting for it. I know that. It would be great if you sung an unreleased song with your own background music playing somewhere. It doesn't have to be the highest quality. No one cares. They just want to hear your beautiful voice. So I'm just gonna go make the dog busy.
It's
and you
gonna
kinda
cut,
get
bro.
yourself
I
ready.
think you have the song. I sent it by the link. You can just raise the volume a lot.
What? Say again.
I can do a little performance for you, like a little bit of it with my broken guitar. And then,
That works. Broken guitars are great. Don't
and
worry
then you
about
got to play the song right after. I'll just play the chorus.
it.
or
Okay,
some
give
shit.
me 30
Perfect.
seconds.
Okay. So the first melody that I came up with this one was I was taking a shit, and then after that, I was thinking in my head bum, bum, down, 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 down. That melody was just stuck in my head,
Yeah.
and I was
Okay.
shitting. So I was like, "Fuck, dude, what am I gonna do?" So after I tell my roommate, bro, bring your phone, and I was calling yo, Jamil, bring your phone, man, bring your phone. He comes and brings his phone, slides it through the door. I go, dun, 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 dun,
Yo.
dun, 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 dun. And after I recorded it, I put some chords on it, and it came like this. Dun, 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 dun,
Nice.
dun. So that one's what came first, and then over that I put lyrics based on what my father would tell me when I was smaller. We but at the same time relating it to the Solaire story and what his father Gwyn, the Lord of the Sun, and Dark Souls.
Lord of the Sun. Oh
So it's
man.
my father told me, Don't you go chasing the sun so late. I'm working hard on a Sunday. I wear my crown underneath my vest. And then I was like, I need something, but I don't want it to have a hook that's like cheesy, so I just wanted to be like ooze. So I just added that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. And over that, I wanted because it felt like it wasn't right, so I added that. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh shit! Hey!
And then I wanted a little transition before it, so I just did that. And then you'll hear it in the song. And then here, play it. It's Solaire. It's one of the links.
Solaris?
Ah, Solaire.
Solaire.
Solaire. You got it.
Solaire.
You got it. I got it right here.
Alright, blast that shit, man.
Don't you go chasing the sun so late. I'm working hard on a Sunday. Don't you go blazing to catch your breath.
Nice.
Yo!
Yeah, dude.
My father told me, son, if you'll be a clown, better be the best. I'm working hard on a Sunday.
Now wait for it.
I wear my crown underneath my vest.
Hey! He's feeling it so hard, bro. It's like seeing me.
I'm getting close, I'm closer. I'm getting warm, I'm warmer. I'm getting close, I'm closer. I'm getting warm, I'm warmer. I'm getting close, I'm closer. I'm getting warm, I'm warmer. I'm getting close, I'm closer. I'm getting warm, I'm warmer. My father told me, son, don't you go chasing the sun so late. I'm working hard on a Sunday. Don't you go blazing to catch your breath. My father told me, son,
Nice.
Beautiful.
don't you go chasing the sun so late.
It's just dancing around.
I'm working hard on a Sunday. Don't you go chasing the sun so late. Don't you go chasing the sun so late.
That's awesome.
Don't you
I
go
love
chasing
that.
the sun so
This song is great, dude.
Don't you go chasing
Thanks,
the
man.
sun so late.
I gotta work on that a little bit though. It's not finished, but you know.
Work in
so
progress.
far,
All right, give me another one, baby.
Sorry?
Give me another one. Give me another. You gotta give me another one. You gotta give me another
pause,
one.
pause. Another song. Let me think. Which one I should tell you guys to play next?
Make him full screen.
Let's see. Oh, remember? Well, okay, I gotta find it first. Give me a second.
Got
So
it.
remember when I said like the first song that I made in a studio here in the States. I mean, not here. Now I'm in Saudi Arabia. It was like there in the States. When I first went to the studio and I stayed there for fucking ages.
Yeah.
I actually slept there, by the way. So like, I ended up sleeping in the studio. Like,
Oh, shoot.
because I was like working nonstop for that year, pretty much. I have like over like hundreds of fucking songs, mate.
Oh man. That's the story of a pop artist right there, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Whew.
But wait, let me see if I can send this to you individually. So
Alright.
like the song individually without sending it the whole fucking MP3 thingy majingy. There it is. Okay, so it's called Love Like This Mix 3. I never did any new mix after Mix 3. So it's
Okay.
unfinished. But it's like a Spanish kind of song, like super pop. But this was like the first thing, like when I finally was able to make a song using my imagination. This is what the first thing that I did was when I finally got to the studio.
Okay.
And it's called Love Like This. It's about my ex actually,
Oh.
and it was like in high school, like because she was older than me, and I know she was leaving, and like I just like felt, and she's also what the song Burden is about, by the way, and it was like feeling like you don't want to be a burden to somebody, and that you don't want to like hold them back from,
Right.
going out there and having fun and living their lives and shit.
Yep.
So like kind of end it for the sake of like growing
Yep.
as a person, like, and I think that's worth it. And this song was like before feeling that way. So this song was like
Oh.
the hope before the burden in a way.
Oh. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Aw.
So
Damn.
there's like a sense of hope, a sense of like never giving up on someone, a sense of like all that shit. But the sad thing is that like despite this song, like the sad reality behind it, which I think is also telling that it's not released yet, which is nice because I can release it later with the story of it,
Hmm.
is that it's all about this unfiltered, absolute, unconditional love.
Come on.
When in reality, it's all like
Yeah.
play it, mate. It's play it, and it's got a little Spanish in it too. Your boy is half Ecuadorian.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys know
Mishaal
that.
is speaking
but,
17 languages, but
got a little Latin
No.
flair in this one.
No, you don't.
he's
I
speaking
do.
No, you
17
don't.
languages. He's speaking English, Arabic, Spanish,
Bro.
German, Russian,
French.
Danish,
What?
French. I'm just kidding. He does
Yeah, I speak 4 languages. Okay.
4. Oh, I didn't know that. How many? What language does he speak?
I speak English, Arabic, Spanish, and French.
Shit.
Dude, that's
like
crazy.
a perfect combination
Oh, yeah, it
for
kinda is.
everything.
Kind of is. I wish I could speak both French and Spanish. That would be very nice.
Yeah. You can be like je m'en vais, je me bou, and then it's beautiful. And then it could be like ¿Por qué, mamacita?
Porque. Perdo porque. Yeah. All right.
All right, play this song.
Let's play it. Oh my God. There you go. Love Like This by Mishaal. Listen up, everybody. Here we go. Dance move time.
Well, you could tell it's a love like this. Yeah, you could tell it's a vibe like this. It got me hooked just like a high like this. Yeah, you could tell it's a love like that. Baby, show me up and kiss me, never leave. You just saw me till I forgot to breathe. Till I break down walls and let her
Oh!
hope she don't make
He's feeling it.
Rawr!
Oh my gosh, look at her, she's everything I want. Someone help, I'm falling, I don't think I'm getting up. Tengo corazón y alma todo en tus manos. Y ten cuidado, mi belleza, todo era. Well, you can tell it's a love like this. Yeah, you can tell it's a vibe like this. It got me hooked just like a high like this. Yeah, you
Wow.
can tell it's a love like that. You ever really wonder about the darkness, babe? I said it scares me some, but I find you then. And then she lean right by my side and held me tight. And said I'll do the same for you, guess we'll be fine. Oh my gosh, look at her, she's everything I want. Someone help, I'm falling, I don't think I'm getting up. Tienes corazón y alma todo en tus manos. Y ten cuidado, mi belleza, todo era. Well, you can tell it's a love like this. Yeah, you can tell it's a vibe like this. It got me hooked just like a high like this. Yeah, you can tell it's a love like that. Well, you can tell it's a love like this. Yeah, you can tell it's a vibe like this. It got me hooked just like a high like this. Yeah, you can tell it's a love like that. Well, you can tell it's a love like this. Yeah, you can tell it's a vibe like this. It got me hooked just like a high like this. Yeah, you can tell it's a love like this.
Wow. Oh,
Nice.
gosh. That's
It's very
crazy,
nice.
bro.
It's not the raspberry.
Thank you.
That's so good.
It's very
Pause,
nice.
pause, pause, pause.
Pause,
Yeah,
pause,
yeah, yeah,
pause, pause,
pausing.
Yo, amazing, man.
Pause.
Thank you so much for this.
Thanks, mate.
It's nice. Super,
Nice lyrics,
super
too.
summery vibe.
Summery vibe.
Yeah, dude, I'm thinking releasing that one like maybe next year. And this, I want to release it on the time where people can actually enjoy it and go out and fucking have a good time while listening to the song. You know, right now we're all in quarantine.
Mm.
I want to fucking release a song like that when no one can go and enjoy it. You know, it's like
Yeah.
a summer song. I want people to have a nice time, play out in the fucking sunshine and shit with their friends
There
all
you go.
together and like parties and all that shit.
Hell yeah,
You
dude.
can't do that right now, so I'm gonna like keep it unreleased until the time is right. You know.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good idea.
That's good.
Patience is a big key in this music game,
Oh, yeah.
boys, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, patience.
Patience is a key in life, man.
Oh, dropping the truth bombs here. Okay.
Drop the truth right
Hell
here.
yeah! Did you hear that, everybody? Man, that's so true too. Hell yeah.
Nice. Love it. Love
No
it.
rush.
What's up?
He's at nourishment.
I said there's no rush.
Oh,
No
no
rush.
rush. Yeah, there's no rush for
No
anything.
rush.
Yeah,
No
that's
rush, no
great.
rush.
We've heard some unreleased stuff. We really touched on your story of how you came to be, how you met all the people that that made it possible for you to be where you are right now. Which is, I think that in your case is just the baby steps right now, and it could be huge.
Yeah, dude.
Don't lose, because you're a humble dude, and like you're a genuine dude, and don't make sure you don't lose that, because that's gonna make you even more valuable, at least in my eyes, when you actually hit the really high spots and still be the dude that you are, you know. So yeah, that's great. That's great that you're getting up traction. It's great that you're getting more people to follow you, more people to enjoy what you're doing and listening to your music and tuning in, and that's great. I'm happy. I'm happy to have a finger in this a little bit. I'm happy.
Man,
I gave her.
You got your fist in it, like. Don't worry, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm totally down to upload your new stuff if you can get me cleared, if I won't get into any trouble. I'm down. So that's a topic for another day. But yeah, we've heard you sing. We've heard some unreleased stuff. We've touched on stuff that we needed to touch on. And I think we could wrap this up. What do you think?
Sure.
What do you think, Mishaal?
Yeah, dude. Maybe one last thing, actually.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe one last thing.
Okay.
So it was my mom and dad's anniversary
Okay.
2 days ago.
Wow! Congratulations, man.
Thank you. It's 26 years.
Now that is
Yeah.
amazing. Come on, especially in a time like this, bro. Man, that's awesome. Come on.
Yeah, man. Love is very important. We
I
should
agree.
never forget how important
Come
love
on.
is. And
Yeah. So you
there's
wanted
their
to, so you
favorite
wanted
song that I made. It's not released, but their favorite song that I ever made
Wow.
to this day
Okay.
is this song called "Painful Paradise." Let me send it to you now real quick.
Ooh.
Oh.
Or maybe I did already. I think I did already.
Oh, I got it right here. That's why I said pause,
You
pause,
don't have to
pause.
look for it. Oh, you got it? Okay, cool.
I got it right here, man. You want me to play this?
Yeah, so it's actually inspired by this dude called Tonetta. Tonetta 777. And I like highly recommend that you guys go check him out. He's not very well known, but he's just like he's an older gentleman, and he's extremely talented.
Okay.
He's a little bit crazy. He like makes paintings out of his own shit because
Okay.
in his own words it's cheap. I think he's a fucking genius though. And like
Okay.
I use his voice clip in the very beginning of this from a documentary
Okay.
when he's talking about his paintings and shit, and he goes like, "And magic happens. Donetta appears again," and then that's how the song starts. And then in the end, he says something that I really love. He says, "None of these songs are fantasy. They're all about you and me," and that just
Ooh.
like is beautiful, I think.
I love
And what's it called? I'll stop fucking talking. Play the song. Play the song. We're gonna wrap it
That's
up now.
okay, man.
It's all good. It's all good. A
If
good
you got
intro.
something to say, we're listening.
Good intro is a good intro. All right, play the song, baby.
Let's go. Boom.
The lights, turn them on, everything's focused there. And magic happens.
Magic happens.
Tonetta appears again.
Yo!
It's gonna hurt. Diving in
Remember that you come first.
Wow.
We're headed for a painful paradise. I wanna know how deep does the deep go? Will the air chokes out your stomach feels it hurts sometimes. Remember still you feel it now. The feeling's cold. The beach is right. It's rain and snow. Keep your head high like so heavy on. The pain will go before you. Come on, give me your love. Oh, won't you show me how? Come and say I'm enough. 'Cause I don't mean to break down.
None of these songs are make-believe. They're all about you and me.
Hey, there it is. Yo, that's awesome, man.
It's very nice.
The songs are incredible.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
Very nice.
Truly wonderful. You're a wonderful guy, dude. What the heck, man?
Yeah.
So wonderful.
So, well, all the best wishes to your parents as well.
yeah.
Yeah, thanks. I'll tell them, man. They're downstairs. They're watching a movie. Like, I'll tell them after this.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, anyway, thank you for joining us today.
All right, guys. Thank you for having me.
Yo, our pleasure, man. Truly.
Yeah, truly our pleasure. Thank you for everyone who's joined to watch us and the dog talk about music, talk about Mishaal, talk about what the future holds. And yeah, I'm hoping to see you guys in the next one next week. Also, please remember to all the links are in the description. Subscribe, join the Discord, do
Check
all
him
the jazz. Check out the links. Also, Mishaal links are in the description. His Instagram, his Spotify, all of that is there. Go follow him.
Thanks.
And yeah, thank you very much for joining, and we'll see you all next week,
Yes.
most likely. So yeah, I guess it's the time for you
So
to say
guys say goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Yo, see you around, Mishaal. Peace, man. Thank you for sticking around, bro. Now there's two of me. Look at that.